Hi everyone, welcome to Total Body. My name is Regan and I'll be your instructor today. We have a 45-minute class today that incorporates a lot of fun movements, a lot of different movements, getting all of our muscular strength work in, hitting those major muscle groups, as well as adding in some cardio to get our heart rate up. Today for class, I'll be using a mat. Any soft surface works like carpet, and 2 dumbbells. Feel free to find anything around your house that's a little bit weighted if you don't have those dumbbells. But when you have all your equipment together and a bottle of water, feel free to get started with our warm-up. So right here, starting with some good posture, we're gonna do 5 shoulder rolls to the back. And then 5 to the front, same thing. Starting to wake up our upper body, squeezing those shoulders up high and all the way low. After that, starting off arms up, palms facing up with some backward circles, little bit bigger motions, maybe starting to wake up our biceps here. We're gonna start small and gradually make these circles bigger. To get 2 really big. And then same thing to the front, this time palms face down. Once again, starting small, waking up our shoulders, our back, our chest. For 2 and 1. All right, coming down to the feet, we're gonna plant one heel down, sweeping those arms around the toe overhead and switch to the other side. We're pushing our hips back here, getting a little bit into that hip hinge movement, stretching out the back of our legs in our hamstrings, still working through with that shoulder rotation. Let's get 2 more each side. All right, last one here. Coming up to standing, moving into a lateral lunge. So we're stepping it out to the side, bending that knee, back to neutral, other side. Trying to keep our chest up tall. Maybe feeling this one in your outer or inner hips. Let's get 3, 2, and 1. Coming back up to neutral. Let's bring in one knee at a time for some knee hugs. Feel free to roll around your ankle here. I like to flex my toe a little bit in this position. Still warming up those hips. 1 more each side. All right, moving into a quad pull, really similar this time, bringing your foot up to your glute, stretching the front of your legs in your quads. Just holding it for a quick second, switching to the other side. Coming down onto the ground next. 1 more each side. All right, like I said, coming down onto the mat for a upper body inchworm. So keeping those feet planted, bringing our hands down, walking them out into high plank position, hands under shoulders, walking it back to your feet. Let's get 2 more, waking up your core and your arms. In this last one, let's meet in high plank right here. Let's pick up 1 foot, bringing it up to the hand, twisting same side arm up to the ceiling, and switch. So 1 knee in, same side arm, twist and reach. Eyes are following your fingertips all the way up. Let's get 3. Last one here. Awesome work. Coming back up to standing, finishing out our warm-up with 15 seconds of jumping jacks. Let's go right here. Take an option if you'd rather step it out. Just getting that heart rate up a tad. 4, 5. In 3, 2, and 1. Great work taking it down. We are about to move into our first circuit today, where you will need your dumbbells. All right, so if you have those weights, let's grab them. We're gonna start off with a straight leg deadlift. So similar to that warm-up exercise, we're pushing our hips back. This time both hands are coming over and up, keeping our back flat the entire time. You can join me in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Back is flat. Feeling this work in our hamstrings. That's the back of our thighs. Hinging over and up. Knees stay relatively stable. Just a few more seconds here, getting used to this movement. 3, 2, and 1. Let's stand up. Second one is a hammer curl to press. Join me right here. Bringing those weights up with our thumbs facing towards the top, so just a little bit different than a regular bicep curl. Then we're pushing them overhead. Really starting to feel that upper body activate here. In 5, 2, and 1. Let's come down onto the mat. Last little introduction of a movement. Using our dumbbells under our hands, we're gonna drive one at a time up to our hip in a renegade row. Makes it a little bit easier here if you widen out those feet in the plank, working on those abs, the stability, if you want to narrow your feet. Just getting a few more reps here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great work, stand it up. Just a quick intro to those movements. We're about to combine them together. So grabbing our weights, this is gonna be a ladder circuit. The way it works, we're all gonna start on rep number 2. So we're gonna do 2 deadlifts, 2 bicep curl to press, 2 renegade rows. That's a double count, so you're counting each side. 1, 1, 2, 2. Then we go back up for the deadlift, starting on number 3. We're gonna work for a set amount of time, trying to see how high up we can get in this ladder. So we're gonna get going in 5 seconds. Moving through these movements, transitioning quickly. In 2, 1, let's go. It's only 2 reps to start. That's 2 deadlifts, standing, 2 curl to press, and 2, more like 4, renegade rows. Then we're back up to the top, following your own pace here. You're counting it out, not worrying about me. "30 seconds down. We have 1 minute left. Let's see how far up we can get, keeping our form. Double count. Back up for those deadlifts. I'm on 4. This is a bit of a push, a little bit high intensity. Let's work it here. Kick off class. Try to not lose count. I know it's hard. We are over 1 minute done. That's less than 30 seconds to go. Let's see if we can not only finish out the round we're on, but start the next. Coming up on that recovery in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Quick recovery here. Feel free to drop those weights. Take a second. But now we are gonna go back down the ladder. So we made it up. We're gonna go back down. We're gonna have a minute and a half here. That's the same amount of time we just worked. Just see if we can make it all the way back down. So that's your goal. Here to challenge you. See if we can start from where we left off and go all the way back down. I'm gonna start off with the curl to press. Since I ended on the deadlifts, I'll finish that number. It was number 5 for me. Do whatever you were on, and then start moving down. 4, 3, 2. All right, we're gonna go in 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We might all be starting off in different places. That's okay. Still counting out those reps. Counting down this time, seeing if we can get back to 2. Challenge is to get back down to 1 rep. So we didn't do that one last time. See if you can make it. Working fast, but keeping our form, that's our priority. If the form's going away, we need to slow down a little bit. We've got this. Keep pushing through. 1 minute. Right here. We have 30 seconds left. Pushing yourself. We know these movements. We've got them down now. Let's try to get all the way back to 2. It's getting easier this time. Moving down the ladder. Oh, I'm on 2, 15 seconds to go. Challenge yourself right here. See what we can get done. 10. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up. Great job. Little challenge at the beginning of class. Take a second here for some longer recovery before we move into lower body work. So full body circuit to start it off. Make sure you're feeling good. We're going to decrease the intensity in this next circuit, so it's okay if we're breathing a little heavy. We have a second here to chill out. All right, in this next circuit, like I said, working lower body, working strength. So while that one was kind of strength, we're going to still decrease the intensity on this. Really focus on our form. Focus on those good reps. Not worry about speed as much. First move in this circuit is a curtsy lunge to calf raise. We're taking 1 foot behind us, switching sides down. In the middle, we're replacing that foot for a calf raise, switching to the other side. We're gonna do each of these movements for 45 seconds with only 15 seconds in between and to switch. So we wanna find a pace that we can maintain, we can keep going. In 4, let's do the curtsy lunge to calf raise. 2, 1, let's go right here. Taking it slow, down. Optional calf raise in the middle. Feel free to omit it if it's too much and just focus on the lunges. 15 seconds down, 30 to go. Using your core here, that's really what's gonna help us find some balance, find some stability, breathing through it, trying to control that breathing. We shouldn't be huffing and puffing yet. Taking some slow, controlled breaths. 8 seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. This is our quick recovery. Next move, I'm gonna set down 1 dumbbell right here. It's a narrow to wide squat. So we're alternating sides with the wide squat, always coming back to the narrow in between. Let's go in 3, 2, 1 right here, starting narrow, stepping out, narrow, other leg. Feel free to take a second at the top of each of these movements, making them intentional, or if we want to increase that time under tension, moving through them quickly, not giving ourselves much of a break at the top. Also a great time to use a resistance band if you had one. Feel free to add it in. 10 seconds. Burning out those thighs here. You've got this. Down on the mats next. In 3, 2, and 1. Stand it all the way up. Woo, really feeling the burn. Coming down onto our mats next. I'm not gonna use any weights for this one. As we do, single leg glute bridges. Meet me here when you're ready. 1 foot up, 1 foot down. We're pressing. Get going when you're ready for it. We're gonna switch this one halfway through to the other side. In 3, 2, 1, let's switch really quick. Keep working. pressing up through the hips, feeling this in your glutes and your hamstrings, using your core to stay stable. Option for both feet down in the bridge. We have 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, awesome work. Taking a second here as we finish round 1 of that circuit before we move into round 2. So taking a breather. That was extra easy. Normally we do 4 in a strength circuit like that, 4 exercises. But since we did the deadlifts earlier, y'all already knocked that one out. All right, taking a second to recover here. Maybe running around our house to find some different weights. If we need to up it or down the weights we're using. We are gonna start again with a curtsy lunge, 2 calf raise in about 15 seconds. Last round here, and these moves, we already know them. They should be a little bit easier now. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. We're stepping it back and over, up. Optional calf raise, feel free to take it out, and then other side. "15 seconds down, 30 to go. Using your core. Everything's a core move. If you're doing it right, keeping it really tight, that's what's keeping us stable, activating those deep abdominal muscles. In 10. 3, 2, and 1. Quick 15 seconds here. Feel free to drop both of those weights if you'd like. Narrow to wide squat. In 5, getting ready for it. Getting mentally ready too. Let's go. Right here. Down, up, over, switch sides. Oh, I forgot my narrow squat in there. Remember to do a narrow each time. "15 seconds down, 30 to go. What are you gonna make of this right here? Only a tiny, tiny bit of your day. Big impact. Let's finish it out. In 12. Let's go, keep working. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. That's a great burner right there. Let's come down onto the mat, getting to lay down. What a treat for our single leg glute bridge. Same thing, switching it up halfway. We're gonna get started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We're pressing up. Keeping these slow and controlled. Once again, using your core, keeping it tight, trying not to arch our lower back too much, keeping the work on our legs. Option for both feet down, coming up on that switch if we're doing one leg. In 3, 2, and 1, other leg. Finishing out lower body strength. We've got this. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sitting it down. Maybe grabbing a sip of water. We are gonna stay down for some plank snacks, but feel free to stand it up, walk it out if you'd like to stretch before we transition. We're gonna make this a bit of a break during the class. Before our plank challenge, I like to call it, we're gonna be alternating between a plank hold and a mountain climber variation for 2 minutes. All right, so I'm gonna take a wide mountain climber. So what that means is high plank position, bringing in one knee to a time outside towards my elbows. So driving that in. It's more of a walking mountain climber, hitting our obliques. Feel free to take any option you'd like. We're gonna do that move for 15 seconds, followed by a 15-second plank hold. That can be high, low on your elbows, or down on your knees, whatever works for you. We're gonna get started in 5, starting off with the mountain climber. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Only 15 seconds in this move before we hold. In 3, 2, 1, we're holding it. Option for your knees. In that plank, 15-second hold, straight back into those mountain climbers. Almost done with round 1. We have 3 to go. In 2 and 1. Mountain climbers. 5, 3, 2, 1. Holding that plank. Find something that challenges you. That's gonna be worth it for you today. I'm taking the knee option for this hold so I can put all my effort into the climbers. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Taking those options, maybe a wide climber, maybe a narrow, maybe we're running it out. We only have one more round after this one. Our hold is in 3, 2, and 1. Keeping our body in one straight line. Bottom is tucked. Last round starts in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We're up. Mountain climber. We've got this for 3, 2, and 1. We're on that hold. Last one, pushing through it, staying strong, keeping that core low. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, awesome work. Taking a second here to recover, maybe stretching out that core by leaning back to the side. Taking a breather. Then we're gonna slowly make our way back up to standing. We've been down on the mat for a little while, so making this transition as slow as we need. Awesome job. Coming up, when you're ready for it, we do have a cardio session next. So taking a second, we're getting physically ready. As we're getting mentally ready, it's gonna go by so fast you won't even notice. All right, 2-minute cardio challenge. Right here, we have 2 moves. The first one is a burpee. So bringing those arms down, jumping it back and up to standing, or we can walk those feet out the bottom. I'll show you that option as well. Next move is a squat jack. So jumping those feet out, touching the ground, up, other side. Moving through these in a Tabata interval. So that's 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. It's gonna go by really fast, short rest periods. Get that heart rate up, knock it out. All right, we're going in 15 seconds if you're ready. Starting off with the burpee. Only 20 seconds of work. In 5, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Right here, 20 seconds, high intensity. Let's see that energy. 10, 3, 2, and 1. Quick, 10 seconds. Squat jacks on deck. We've got this. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Touching down, hand at the bottom. That's checking us, making sure we get low in that squat. We have 5, 2, And 1, stand it up, burpees coming up next. In 3, 2, 1, let's go right here. You've got this. Working through it, 20 seconds, taking the option to step those feet out and back in if you'd like. In 4, 3, 2, and 1, we're standing. Last break for our last round of squat jacks. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. 20 seconds, give it your all. 10, keep pushing, we're not done yet. In 3, 2, and 1, stand it up. Awesome, awesome work. Taking a break here before we move on to another strength circuit. About 20 minutes left in class. Y'all are flying through this workout. This is gonna be our not midway, but midway through break. I know I say it a lot, but really taking a second here to recover. Let's use this time wisely. Maybe stretching out something we're feeling, grabbing some water. We have our upper body strength circuit next. That's gonna look really similar to the lower body one we did earlier with 3 moves in it. All right, taking some time, getting some deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, maybe trying to slow down that breathing rate a tad, no rushing it. We just came off of our planks and our cardio. First move in the upper body is around the world shoulders. So I'm gonna be using my dumbbells, tapping them at the bottom with my palms facing out, up, overhead, and back down. We're gonna get started in 20 seconds. Feel free to hit pause if we need a little bit longer of a break. 3 moves right here, 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds to recover and switch. We're starting off around the world shoulders in 3, 2, 1, let's go. We have palms facing out, we're overhead, slight tap, coming back to the bottom. Keeping a slight bend in your knees while we're working upper body, no need to lock it out. Awesome, awesome work. 20 seconds down, breathing through it. 15 to go, we've got this. Working our shoulders. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 15 seconds to recover here. Move number 2, bent over row to fly. So elbows back, elbows out. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Back is straight as a board. Check yourself out in a mirror. If you have one nearby, make sure we're activating our core to keep it flat. Row to fly. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Working on our upper body here, building up that muscle. So important for our health. 15. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up. We are coming down onto the mat next. No need for our dumbbells for our push-up to sprawl. So right here, coming down in a push-up, dropping it all the way down, reaching our arms up overhead, then pressing back up. Push-up option. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Let's see it right here. Taking whatever type of push-up works for you. Adding in that sprawl at the bottom. That's lifting our arms straight overhead. Really making sure we're getting to the bottom of that push-up every time. Let's finish round 1 out, making ourselves proud here. Push-ups can be intimidating, but they're no harder than all that other work we're doing today. There's no need to be scared of them. You've got this. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking a second here. Stretching out those arms. Round 2 on deck. Same 3 moves. Y'all know them. Awesome work. Hitting a lot of different exercises during class. I'm gonna make my way back up to standing, keeping it a little bit slow, taking some good breaths along the way, checking in once we're back on our feet. Excuse me. Move number 1, around the world shoulders. 15 seconds. Grabbing those weights if we have them. We're gonna go in 5, 2, and 1. Let's see it right here. Round 2, last round, same 3 movements. Check in right here. Are those knees bent? Little bend. Just making sure we don't lock them out. Feel free to move one arm at a time if it's ever too much. 20 seconds to go. Let's finish it out. Awesome work. We have 10. Breathing through it for 5, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Moving into our row to rear delt fly in about 10 seconds here. Take this quick recovery. Then we're moving down onto the mat for our push-up to sprawl. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Driving back out. Really squeezing those shoulder blades together on each and every rep. Squeeze them together like you're pinching a pencil between them, pushing those weights back, pulling them out. (20). We are over halfway done with upper body. You've got this. Gonna be down on the mat for the remainder of class. In 5, 3, 2, and 1. Great work coming down. Let's finish it out. Last 45 of upper body. Push up to sprawl. If you've got it right here, we've got it. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We're pushing down, lifting those arms up. Awesome work. Keeping that core engaged is going to help you here so much, helping you bring up your lower body as you press through your hands. (20 seconds to go. What can you do with that time? In 10. Right here, we have 5. Everyone get 2 more reps. And then sit it up. Awesome, awesome work. If we are done with the upper body strength section, you should be really proud. Moving into our final circuit of class before the cool down. Like I said, staying down on the mat. Move number 1 is a bird dog crunch. All of these moves, we're working our core, working our glutes. So first one, lifting up, opposite hand, opposite leg. We're crunching them in, back, out, down, switching to the other side. So out, in, and down. 30 seconds on each of these moves to start. I'll explain as we go. Let's get started in 4 seconds. Bird dog crunch, alternating sides. So we're out, in, out, down. We're working right now, bringing elbow to knee together at the bottom, extending as far out as we can. In 5, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. Coming down, move number 2 is a side plank to leg raise. Option for feet down in that plank or bottom knee down. We're lifting the upper leg up. Join me in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We're up in a side plank or modified side plank, lifting the upper leg. Option to just hold this plank on your knees or on your feet if you prefer. In 10, we're gonna switch to the other side. Quick break. 3, 2, and 1. 15 seconds here. Moving it over to side number 2. Option to just hold the plank if the leg lift is ever too much. In 3, 2, 1. Same thing, other side, lifting. There's likely gonna be a side that's a little bit harder than the other. That's totally okay. The more we can work it on that weak side, the less of a weakness it becomes. 10, 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Sit it down. Last one, flipping it over onto our backs, glutes and abs. We're doing a glute bridge, setting our hips back down, reverse crunch, lifting them off of the mat. Join me in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Bridging up, lifting, and then replacing those feet. Awesome work. We have 10. Crossing those hips up, then lifting them off the mat for 3, 2, and 1. Taking a breather here. Awesome work. We're gonna do those same 4 moves one more time in an accelerated circuit, moving through 20 seconds or 15 seconds each with just 5 seconds to really quickly transition into the next move. So we start off with those bird dog crunches in 5 seconds. This is it, the end of class. Let's go right here. Moving it out, crunch, out, replace. Only 15 seconds. What can you do right here? And we're on that break. It's only 5 seconds. Moving into that side plank position. Let's go. Leg lifting up. If we can do it, squeezing outer thighs. In 3, 2, and 1. We're switching other leg really quickly just to get started. Lift. Breathing through it. Last one. Glute bridge, reverse crunch. In 3, 2, and 1. Quick transition, and then we're gonna finish it out here. 15 seconds. Cool down is almost here. Let's finish out our final few reps. In 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. Lying it down on the mat, let's lift our arms up all the way overhead and bringing our legs straight out. Just gonna sit here for a second and take some deep breaths. Feel some sense of pride for ourselves for getting through this workout. When you're ready, let's bring one knee in to our chest, wrapping our arms around it, pulling that leg closer in. If you'd like, maybe rolling out your ankle here. And then lifting that leg up, extending it, and pulling it in towards your chest. Let's grab either on your calf or your thigh, trying to not put pressure directly on the back of our knees. Stretching our hamstring. And then switch, replacing with the other knee, squeezing it in, rolling out our ankle. This cool down is super important. It's really finishing out our workout. It's more part of the workout than just something you tack on after. It helps us with muscle recovery. It helps us retain the growth and the fat loss that we get from our workout. All right, letting that hamstring stretch go. Reaching overhead for one more moment before we roll over on to our stomachs. Right here, placing our hands right under our armpits. We're gonna press up into Cobra. Quickly here, stretching out our core. We're lengthening up through the spine, lifting the head. I like to twist it out here sometimes as well. Lower spine twisting, might get some cracks and pops. Holding this for another moment, and then we're gonna sit back into tabletop position. So hands and knees right here, alternating between cat and cow, arching the back, lifting the head, arching the spine again, tugging the chin. Syncing this movement with our own breath, taking it slow. Let's get one more cycle. And then returning to that cobra position, maybe walking our hands out, pushing our hips down towards the mat, focusing on lengthening up. Get 2 breaths here. And then we're gonna tuck our toes under, pressing up into downward dog. So putting some weight through your palms, through each of your fingertips, pressing back towards your heels, feeling the stretch down the back of your legs. If you'd like, maybe walking your feet out. And then holding this pose for 2 more breaths before we're gonna walk our feet in towards our hands, getting as close that is comfortable, and then holding this hamstring stretch at the bottom, taking our time here, rolling it up 1 vertebrae at a time from the bottom all the way up to standing position. Once we're here, checking in, making sure we feel okay. Let's get a few shoulder rolls to the back and then bring one arm across your chest. Standing up tall, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, stretching out our shoulders. Then let's bring one up overhead, pressing our arm down towards our spine, stretching it out, and switch. One arm's coming across the chest. Getting that breathing rate a little bit closer to normal where we came into class today. Stretching our triceps. All right, letting those arms go, rolling those shoulders back into position. We're gonna pick up one foot, bringing it up to our glute, and really pushing your hips forward to get into that quad stretch. Finding that balance. Then we're gonna bring this same foot around to the front of the other knee, sitting our hips back, stretching out our outer hips. A few more moments here. And then let's switch to the other side. Same thing. Pushing those hips forward, stretching out our quads. Taking a second here to feel proud of yourself for getting through that workout, for making time in your day, in your week, in your routine to work out. It's so helpful for us, especially our mental health as well as our physical health. Sitting back into the stretch, getting the outer hip release. Then we're gonna stand up. One last thing I have for you, coming down to the bottom, deep squat, taking a big breath of air, reaching up, letting it out. Let's get one more. Right here, that's all. Thank you guys so much for coming to class. My name is Regan. I'd love to get some feedback, some suggestions, any comments, anything you'd like to see in our classes, or maybe something you don't want to see. If so, there's a survey in the description box of this video. Really quick, just please fill it out and you can tell them you took Regan's total body 45-minute class. But y'all have a great week and I'll see you next time.